Hello, everyone, and welcome to the second installment of A Cuppa with Sigma, where we discuss a particular product or industry trend with our specialists over a cup of coffee. Today, I'm joined by MindManager specialist and business development manager Ben to chat about the latest MindManager for Microsoft Teams integration and his favorite features. Thanks for joining us today, Ben.
Thanks for having me. How are you doing so far?
Yeah, I'm doing great, thank you. How are you?
You're really good, thanks.
Good. So before we dive into your favorite features for MindManager 2021, let's cover some of the basics. MindManager is a mind mapping tool that allows users to build flowcharts, concept maps, timelines, diagrams, and visualize data in pretty much any imaginable way. It's available for Windows and Mac, and the latest version includes integration with Microsoft Teams, which simplifies the sharing and collaborating aspects of projects. We've been using it at Sigma for a few years now, but we've only recently had it integrated with our Teams platforms.
Yeah, that's correct. How are you finding the new integration?
Really good, actually. I'm a big advocate for mind maps and scribbling down rough ideas and diagrams in notebooks to try and explain my creations. Since working remotely, that's been really hard to share with the team, so I'm really excited to learn more about the Teams integration and how my doodles can be reimagined online.
Yeah, I can't say I'm much of a doodler myself, but it's perfect for displaying ideas, creative concepts, data and project workflows in various views that work for everyone, especially now whilst we're all working remotely.
Definitely. Well, don't keep us waiting any longer, Ben. What are your 4 favorite things about MindManager 2021 and its integration with Teams?
Of course, the Fantastic Four. Where do I start? The Teams integration is really simple for admins to set up, and even easier for users to add the shortcut to the menu in the sidebar. Simply click the More option on the sidebar and search for MindManager. You can drag and drop it into the sidebar for future access. Once you've logged in, the app looks exactly the same as the desktop version.
Yes, I actually found it really easy to find, and now I definitely use MindManager much more often than I did before because it's right there and all my mind maps are saved into the team SharePoint, which is really handy.
You've actually beaten me to my next favorite feature.
Oh no.
MindManager for Teams still has all of the same features as the desktop version, but when it's in Teams, you can save these mind maps into SharePoint connected to the team channel instead of saving separately. From there, you can share files with colleagues in and out of Teams, as well as opening in other Microsoft applications such as Word and Outlook.
That's really great to hear that I can share the SharePoint files with colleagues, but you can also share mind maps in Teams, right?
Yes, you definitely can. Users can add mind maps as different tabs in Teams, group chats, and individual chats. You can add individual files or folders so each user can dive in and out of different mind maps in the team. When editing the mind map, other users can join you and co-edit. You can see their cursor and the tasks that they're editing in real time. The best thing about this is you can either call and chat about the changes as you go, or use the team chat to discuss.
That actually sounds like it's going to be my favorite feature, to be honest. Being able to chat and collaborate at the same time without delay or having to screen share on a call is going to be really useful when discussing my ideas with the team.
Exactly. Hopefully, this has provided a good overview for everyone. But my 4th and final favorite feature is the MindManager video tutorials. If you check out the MindManager website, there's a huge range of video tutorials for making the most of MindManager 2021, whether on the desktop version or in Teams. If end users are new to the software, there's an introductory videos covering all the basic features and functions so users can start creating their mind maps and projects with ease.
That's great. I actually used the introductory video when I first started using MindManager 2020. But I'll definitely check out the upgraded ones for MindManager 2021 because it seems like there are so many new features.
There certainly is a few. It can feel like too much information at first, but you'll realise as you progress making different workflows that you find yourself thinking, I could really do with this feature or that feature, and they probably have it. So the tutorials really help you make the most of what it has to offer.
That sounds great. So what would be the next steps for somebody who's watching this video?
Probably the best thing to do would be to contact me. Get in touch with me via either email, phone, or even LinkedIn to inquire about MindManager for end users. Sigma are the exclusive distributor for MindManager here in the UK, and we can also offer free trials to anyone considering it.
Wonderful. We'll definitely make sure that your details are listed at the end of this video. Thank you again for joining us and having a cuppa of coffee whilst chatting about MindManager.
Oh, it's an absolute pleasure. Thanks for having me and have a great day.
You too. Bye.
Bye-bye.